Okay, so I've had these for a couple weeks now and I've used them several times. So this is not a first impression. So I would like to just, as a disclaimer, say my normal lips are naturally very dry. I have just freshly exfoliated. I have no product whatsoever on my lips. I have shades Bravo and I have the LipSense Moisturizing Matte Gloss to go over the top. Just for reference, if you guys have ever used lip plumpers, so the worst lip plumper that anyone's kind of said that stings the most is the Too Faced lip injections. Doesn't bother my lips at all, like doesn't sting at all. For maybe 10 seconds I get a slight tingle, so I don't consider myself to be kind of a baby when it comes to products on your lips. I use lip plumpers all the time and they don't bother me. With these, they burn. It feels like you are putting straight alcohol on your lips. Now again, I've only tried one color. I can't speak to using different glosses. This is the only product I've tried. I've bought it with my own money. So the first ingredient is alcohol, and I'm gonna tell you, when you put it on your lips, you will smell and feel the alcohol. It like dries down to your lips and becomes extremely tacky. On my lips, it says you're supposed to apply 3 layers. The first layer is extremely tacky, second layer is even worse. Third layer, if my lips touch, it's like they are starting to get glued together. So when I put this on, I'm not gonna talk because my lips will stick together. So the instructions say apply in one direction, beginning with the outside corner of your mouth. Apply 3 layers, letting each dry 3 to 5 seconds. Finish with your favorite LipSense gloss. When I put on the gloss, I have to make sure that I get like thoroughly coated because, like I said, my lips will stick together. So I think that's it. This one, retail, it depends. So it's another thing I don't like. It kind of depends on stock and availability. But prices for LipSense I find can range anywhere from like $20 to $30 depending on color, shade, whatever. And the glosses are also, they kind of range, I think like $20 to $25. I'm not for sure, right around there. So it's not a cheap product. And on the LipSense site, which again is hard to find, but it does say that the gloss is what seals in the color and helps it last all day. The gloss should be the only thing that you're reapplying. You will see that's not the case, but I'm not gonna do a full day check-in, but I will show you guys in a couple hours how it looks. So you have to buy them together. I have tried using other glosses on top of this and it does take away the stickiness, but it does break it down a lot faster if you don't use the LipSense gloss. So I have to make sure that I get that gloss like thoroughly on there because I cannot stand having that super tacky. Like you guys seen how bad my lips stuck together. That's insane. So yeah, it is very sticky without the gloss. I will be eating and drinking like normal, but I will be reapplying the gloss before I eat or drink to kind of protect the color. That's what I was advised to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so I forgot to say, but I put this on at 11:44 earlier. We'll just call it 12 for ease. It is 5:30 now, so it's been on 5.5 hours, right? Yeah, I can do that. 5.5 hours. Okay, this is, again, my lips are very dry and I rub them together a lot and I lick my lips a lot. So if you are not someone who does that, then you're okay. I also have very textured lips, and by that I mean wrinkly. I have wrinkly lips. I'm older, that's what happens. And I can't afford lip injections, so they're wrinkly. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hi, we're all super close now. Okay, this is not recommended, like don't get this close to anybody who doesn't like love you by the end of the day, because this is up close and personal. But see how my lips, like, it was already like that immediately, because when you put it on, even if I tighten my lips and I put it on, as soon as the wrinkles touch each other, how sticky it is, it pulls it apart. So I get these lines no matter what I try. I've tried several different ways of putting it on. I also find if I do one layer, it wears a lot better than 3 layers on my lips. They don't get quite as flaky and cracky, but it reminds me of like when you see up close pictures of the desert. Let me back up a little bit. I completely kept, like I literally kept the lip gloss in my pocket of my shirt all day, so I kept applying it. That does help. It's a lot of work to me. This does stay on and is completely transfer proof, like they say. Like it does not rub off. It's awesome in that aspect. My personal preference, I would rather touch up a lipstick and not have it get like this than wear it like this all day. I'm gonna try and put a little bit more on and see what happens, because I honestly just try to rub it off at this point. I don't ever try to put more on top of it, but it does say that you can reapply. I'm just gonna put 1 light layer over it and see what happens. That helped tremendously. So if you're someone like me who has issues with cracking, I would, after the gloss is kind of worn off and you've had it on for a few hours, tighten your lips, do 1 light layer like I just did, let it dry with your lips tight, put the gloss over it to seal in that color, because if you don't, it's super, super sticky. So overall, I would say it is not for everyone. For me, it's kind of a high price point. When you take into consideration that a normal liquid lipstick's about $20, it's not necessarily so much that the liquid lipstick itself is expensive, it's that you have to have this top coat. And how much I had to keep applying it to keep it from getting crumbly, I imagine I would go through this pretty fast. But I do like that after 5.5 hours, I could put 1 little light layer on it and it looks way better than it did. At least I don't have that Sahara Desert kind of lip looking thing going on. So that's really nice. That is a good thing to know that you can touch it up. Keep in mind, first active ingredient in this is alcohol. It is very drying and it does burn. Not all the time, just when you first put it on. But I can definitely see why people like it. It's very nice that it doesn't budge, and it's very nice that it doesn't transfer at all. Especially if you're wearing reds or something and you go out to dinner, that's a nightmare. With this, you wouldn't have to worry about it. So I can definitely see the appeal. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped if you guys were kind of debating on getting LipSense or not. I can see how people easily get sucked into getting it, especially when you go to parties and you're seeing how pretty it looks on some people. Just like Instagram or anything else, we all get sucked into buying makeup because we see how amazing it looks on someone else. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.